Co-op horror is exploding right now. Everyone's scrambling to scream, loot, and die with their friends. And Lethal Company didn't just lead the charge, it built the genre's haunted foundation. Content Warning tried to ride the wave with chaotic limbs and TikTok bait, and then came REPO. The game didn't just copy the formula, it perfected it. So what makes REPO the new king of co-op horror? It's not the gameplay, it's not the monsters, it's the eyes.
The eyes, Chico. They never lied.
That's the difference. That's the magic. That's what turns haha you died into trying not to laugh while your friend stares at you with despair in his eyes as he is given back shots. That's peak co-op horror, not just another clone. But to see how REPO took over the throne, we first have to look at the ones who reigned beforehand. Lethal Company didn't invent co-op horror, but it made everyone pay attention. Just like Among Us for social deduction games. It exploded thanks to clips, memes, and just the right amount of jank. And yeah, it's impressive. One guy made a game that feels like a haunted fever dream inside a corporate hellscape. Animations, janky, in a charming way. Graphics, ugly, but on purpose. It all works. Until it doesn't. The problem, once the novelty fades, it stops feeling like horror and starts feeling like a job. Now maybe that's intentional, you're a replaceable cog in a soulless corporation, that's the theme. But when the gameplay loop is shallow and the dev's off playing a knockoff of his own game instead of updating this one, the mask slips. It's hard to stay scared or even entertained when you don't feel like you're in the game. The characters aren't expressive, you and your friends become shadows in jumpsuits, and while that fits the lore, it kills the connection. That's where the genre needed to evolve. Content Warning dropped on April 1st as a free joke game, and honestly, it wasn't bad. It had charm, weird mechanics, and the kind of chaotic movement that made your character walk like they were 3 Tito shots deep. And at first it worked. The jank was the joke, the faces were customizable, the physics were pretty hilarious. It gave players just enough character to be funny. For like 30 seconds. The problem, the faces don't move, the novelty wears off, and once you've laughed at your friend flopping down the stairs, it's back to being a nobody with noodle arms. The gameplay, the scares, the environments, uglier than they are atmospheric. The upgrades, I mean, they're kinda cool until you realize they barely matter. It felt like a meme game with just enough polish to seem deeper than it was, but not enough to keep people playing.
What the fuck? This is the footage I've been waiting for.
It tried to evolve the genre, and it nailed the chaos, but forgot the soul. That's where REPO changes everything. REPO is the new face of co-op horror, and apparently it wasn't even inspired by Lethal Company, which, sure, let's just call it parallel thinking and pretend we don't see the resemblance, but imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and what is art without imitation? The game is everywhere right now. Twitter clips, TikToks, popular and amazing YouTube videos, and it all comes back to the character design. It makes every moment feel personal. With Lethal Company, there's only so many times you can watch a member get dragged into a hallway before it all blends together. But REPO, it revives songs. Hell, people prefer the REPO dude singing instead of the actual song. Insanity. The genius is in the details. Characters with googly eyes, mouths that actually move when you speak, limbs that collapse like wet ramen. It turns hiding with your friends into a try not to laugh challenge. Now that's not just game design, that's character design. And that's why REPO is at the top right now. Is the gameplay better than Lethal Company? Yeah, for the most part, but it still runs into the same issue. Once you learn the quirks, the fear fades.
How far do we make it?
8.
Level 8, that's pretty good.
Only took 4 hours, nigga.
But the laughs never stop. You never get tired of watching your friend get flung across a room, limbs wiggling, googly eyes locked onto yours in one final moment of shared robotic despair. And the best part? The devs are just getting started. Hopefully more features, more updates, maybe even a leveling system. Give us something that gives us meaning. And if they keep it up, REPO won't just be the face of co-op horror. It'll be the blueprint everyone copies next. So what makes co-op horror actually stick? It's not the scares, those wear off. It's not the gameplay, that gets figured out. It's the faces, the reactions, the chaos you share with your friends. Lethal Company got you to play together. Content warning made you laugh together. But Repo makes you feel like you're in it together. Like you and your squad are a bunch of cursed Pixar characters trying to survive a fever dream, all while getting hit with the fucking cart.
God damn!
And that's what keeps you coming back. Not just the horror, not just the comedy, but that moment where you lock eyes with your stupid little robot friend under the table and think, we're gonna die, but god damn it's gonna be funny.
I got killed by the duck.
And when a game makes you laugh at your own funeral, that's how you know it's special.